Okay, welcome back to another specialty sales video blog. Today we're doing a little bit of education on a somewhat basic topic, but something that we get quite a few questions about from our customers. So shedding a little bit of light today on the different types of threads that we commonly see in the fittings that we sell. So the first one is the American Standard. So this is national pipe thread. So this is a tapered thread that you'll find on most plumbing fittings. So the regular pipe fittings, regular pipe, both male and female, you'll have this national pipe thread. That's tapered, meaning that it is not straight from one end to the other, and it seals by contact between the actual threads. And because of that, you will need to use either plumber's tape or plumber's dope on the threads in order to get them to seal. The next one is what we would call a straight thread. And so these come in different sizes and different specs, but ultimately a straight thread does not have any taper on it. So as you're screwing it in, you won't feel it continue to, or I guess start to bind against the other threads and seal. It'll just keep spinning and spinning and spinning all the way down, similar to the way that you might thread a nut onto a bolt. It'll keep going. And because of that, you need to seal that type of thread with an O-ring. So you can see on this tank head that we have, this is a straight thread, so it'll seal, it'll spin directly into the tank, but then it has this O-ring here that it seals against, so it doesn't need to seal on the thread. Because of that, you don't need to use any plumber's tape or any thread sealant around a straight thread. Similar to this fill port, same thing. This has an O-ring on this fill port cap. You can screw that and it'll just keep spinning and spinning and spinning until it hits that O-ring, and that's what forms the seal. So that's the difference between a tapered NPT thread and a straight thread that requires a O-ring to seal against. Now, we do have a few fittings for unique applications that are British threads, and they follow the British standards. So British has a BSPP thread, which is a British Standard Parallel, and a BSPT, which is a British Standard Tapered. So those will act somewhat similar to a straight thread for the parallel and like an NPT for the tapered, but they are not the same. There's a different spec, a different angle to the tapered threads, and so you cannot mate a standard national pipe thread US style fitting with a British BSPT fitting, even though they are both tapered. It'll eventually either bind up or strip the threads. So those are some of the different kinds of threads that we have, the most common ones that we see. And it really just depends on what your application is and what your fitting is being used for as to which ones is appropriate. So any questions, let our sales team know. Happy to answer them. Thank you.